Again, I thought it was an entertaining game of cricket, for the fans and the general public. Something that they haven't gotten, for a very long time. So, again, it was entertaining cricket. In terms of disciplines in the bowling aspect, of things, I thought we were a bit erratic. We were a bit indisciplined, and in international cricket, if you bowl so many no balls and you're so inconsistent with your execution, you're definitely going to end up on the losing side. You see, again, on this ground, what is enough? A bit small. Again, having them go at the start at over 10 11s, you want to get a couple of wickets and, put them on the back foot, exactly what we did. But I just thought that, we weren't disciplined enough, to stay in the game, a bit longer and, carry it on to the end, because sometimes, you go in at, 12s, 13s comfortable, but when it's crunch time, sometimes the pressure tends to want to take the better of you. And when you look at it coming down to the end, I thought that, a couple less boundaries, would have been right in the game.
Eden Park's one of those great grounds that, we've played quite a lot here, and some days you bowl okay and don't get a lot of luck, and other days you get that luck. But yeah, certainly we have to look at our plans again. Probably a little bit potentially rusty up front. But obviously when it's such a small boundary and a very quick wicket and a good wicket, then you're going to get hurt if you miss. And when you have West Indies side with so much power throughout the whole lineup, they're all looking to hit sixes. So we need to make sure that we go back to our plans, reassess and work out what our plans are going forward. So yeah, the last game I played in was very similar on my count, going for runs, and that's T20 cricket. I think it's important to understand that you're going to have days like that, and how you bounce back the next game is the key, and also learning what went well tonight, what didn't go well. Obviously we're going to be in Tauranga next game, completely different ground, a day game as well, so hopefully the rain's not a factor, but we're going to have to look at the plans again, work out areas to improve, and that's the awesome part about our Black Caps, that we continue to look to improve. Look, I think pretty much everyone here is probably, especially Kiwis, have played enough games where we go on and off for rain. It's very important to switch on. But yeah, look, I don't think that that's a case of us not switching on or switching off. We obviously have a team chat before we go out, just like we're starting a game, so I don't think the rain played that bigger. But I think the pitch potentially did change a little bit in those sort of spaces. But yeah, that's just the nature of cricket. Face these guys, particularly Kieron, who's obviously been very successful over the last few months, winning every competition there is. You're under the pump, and Eden Park tends to get a little bit smaller when great batters come in, and he showed his class today. I thought there was a couple of Yorkers that were only missed by a little bit, and they went a long way into the boundary. So once again, we have to look at our plans. We have to execute better, I think, going forward. But that's pretty cliche, T20, and you have good days and you have bad, but if we continue to look to improve, then we'll be better for it. But you got to tip your hat when a guy plays in innings like that, especially after we got quick wickets, and he settled himself and then had a quick burst at the end.
When the bowlers have their tails up, you have to try something as a batter. Sometimes you just have to make one mistake. I thought he bowled pretty well. The rain and the nature of the pitch sort of helped as well. He come in each and every time and getting that ball to go through. The opening bowlers were a bit on the shorter side, but he changed his length and bowled a bit fuller, and that's why he was a bit successful. So, again, sometimes a daunting task, but again, these are the times that we train for, and these are the situations that we train for as individuals, when your team is in trouble, to try to get them out. So, again, the same way as he said, he'd look at his plans and come back. We definitely have to do that in terms of our bowling aspect of it, and trying not to lose wickets, in clusters. These are conversations that we continue to have, but, as cricket goes on, sometimes these things play a part. So, if you look at it, a good game of cricket, as I said, most important, the crowd was entertained, and that's what matters now.